Welcome back to our problem solving series wave 2, question 2. So in this question, we are still going to use the knowledge of implicit differentiation which we applied in the previous example and the initial video on implicit differentiation in order to solve this question below. So first of all, what does this question ask us to find? This question asks us to find dy on dx given that e to the xy plus ln of y equals x squared minus y squared. So in order to find dy on dx, we need to recall the steps we enlisted in the first video on the differentiation of implicit functions. So what was our first step? The first step asks us to first of all see or observe if we have a function in terms of x and y. Observing our function, we notice that this function is already a function in terms of x and y, so the first step is already completed. So what does the second step ask us to do? The second step asks us to apply differentiation with respect to x on both sides of the equation. So let's work on that. Applying on both sides, we have derivative with respect to x of e to the xy plus lim of y equals to the derivative with respect to x of x squared minus y squared. Opening the brackets, that is using our sum and difference rules of differentiation, which tells us that the derivative of a sum or the derivative of a difference is equal to the sum of their derivatives or the difference of their derivatives. So this leaves us with derivative with respect to x or d on dx of e to the xy plus d on dx of ln y equal to d on dx of x squared minus d on dx of y squared. So in this question, we still have 4 terms just like the previous example. So we are going to tackle this step by step, taking term by term, explaining carefully in order to find the solution of these terms or to find their differentials. So let's start with our first term. Derivative with respect to x of e to the xy. So the first thing we observe is that this is an exponential function, and not just any exponential function, but in this case the power is not just x, it is a function in terms of x and y, or it's a function on its own. So let's recall our formula when we were working on exponential differentiations, which said that the derivative with respect to x of the function e to the power g of x is equal to g prime of x times e to the power g of x. So first of all, in this our case, what is our g? Let's first of all identify our g. So we are going to let g of x y, not just g of x, because in this our case, g is a function in terms of x and y. So let g of xy be the function x times y. So we then need to calculate g prime of x. G prime then, which first of all, in order to calculate g prime, the first thing we observe is that this is a function, is the product of two functions. So in order to find its differentiation, we need to use the product rule. So what does this product rule state? It says that the derivative with respect to x of a function, let's say u v, is equal to u dv plus v du. So what is our u and what is our v? So let u then be equal to x, implies that u bar, u prime, which is the derivative with respect to x of x, gives us 1. Now we are going to let our v be the function y. This implies that v prime, which is the derivative with respect to x of y, gives us dy on dx times the derivative of y with respect to y, which gives us dy on dx times 1, hence dy on dx. So what does that tell us? That tells us then that g prime is the function u dv x times dy on dx plus v du, leaving us with x dy on dx plus y. So we can then conclude that the derivative with respect to x of our function e to the xy leaves us with g prime of x, which is x dy on dx plus y times x times e to the xy. Opening the bracket, we have x dy on the x e to the xy plus y e to the xy. We can then conclude that the derivative with respect to x of our first term xy leaves us with x dy on the x e to the xy plus y e to the xy. We call this equation 1. So let's move on to our second term. What does our second term ask us to find? Our second term asks us to differentiate ln of y. So let's work on that. Derivative with respect to x of ln of y. Recalling, first of all, in order to calculate it, this is the same thing as the derivative of y with respect to x times the derivative of ln of y with respect to y. And if we recall our formula, or in the case of derivative of logarithmic functions, it was well stated that the derivative with respect to x of a function ln x is equal to, it was well proven, not just stated, is equal to 1 on x. So this gives us dy on the x times 1 on x. So we can still conclude that the derivative with respect to x of our term ln y is 1 on x times dy on the x. We are going to label this equation 2. So let's move on to our third equation. What does it ask us to do? Our third term, the derivative with respect to x of x squared. That one is simple since it's not in terms of y. Derivative with respect to x of x squared, applying direct power rule, gives us 2x. Our third term, let's move on to our fourth term, which tells us to differentiate with respect to x the term y squared. So the derivative with respect to x of y squared is equal to the derivative with respect to x, dy on the x times the derivative of y squared with respect to y. And this gives us the derivative of y with respect to x times the derivative of y squared with respect to y. Directly applying the power rule leaves us with 2y. So this then implies that the derivative with respect to x of our term y squared gives us 2y dy on the x. We call this our fourth term. So after calculating these 4 different terms, the next step we need to do is directly substituting each and every one of these terms in our general equation. That is, our first term plus our second term equals our third term minus our fourth term. So let's work this out. What's our first term? Our first term is x dy on the x e to the xy, x dy on the x e to the xy plus y e to the xy plus y e to the xy plus our second term, which is 1 on x dy on the x, equals our third term, which is 2x, minus our fourth term, which is 2y dy on the x. So the next step in this solution is to use algebraic principles in order to find dy on the x. But how do we use algebraic principles in order to find dy on the x? The first thing we need to do is isolate all the terms with dy on the x on one side. That is, moving the terms which contain dy on the x to the left hand side in our case. So our first term with dy on the x is the term x dy on the x e to the xy. What's our next term? Plus 1 on x dy on the x. Our third term, which is this, moving it to the other side, the negative becomes a positive sign, leaving us with 2y dy on the x, equal to, we have our first term here, which is not in terms of y, we move it to the other side, negative y e to the xy, equal to our last term, which is already on the other side, plus 2x. So having done this, we can then factorize out dy on the x on all the terms of our left hand side, leaving us with dy on the x equal to, in brackets, x e to the xy plus 1 on x plus 2x. y, all that equal to 2x minus y e to the x y. So in order then to calculate our dy on the x, all we need to do is divide both sides by this term, leaving us with dy on the x being equal to the term 2x minus y e to the xy, all that divided by x e to the xy plus 1 on x plus 2y. So we can then conclude that is therefore the derivative of y with respect to x in our case gives us the equation or the expression 2x minus y e to the xy divided by x e to the xy plus e to the xy plus 1 on x plus 2y. We enclose or box our answers. So thank you for being with us throughout this video. Hope you guys have understood perfectly the solution. Waiting for you guys on our next question or example video. Thank you and bye.